that it is Israel still striking those military targets. After those 3 nuclear sites were hit, what would it be hitting now?
Oh, there's an abundance of military targets that are valuable and good to strike from an Israeli perspective in Tehran. It could be IRGC command centers, it could be weapons facilities, it could be personnel, senior leadership or otherwise. I don't think that Israel is trying to eliminate Khamenei, but let's wait for the dust to settle and see. Maybe we'll be surprised. I don't think that that is what we're seeing. But, the regime still has many, many military assets, and that I assume is what Israel is striking. But I think we'll be entering a stage now, and this is where it really is interesting. How will this, the ceasefire be implemented on the ground, and what will the conditions be for Israel to stick to it? Will we see something similar to the situation in Lebanon, where there's a ceasefire, but Israel continues to defend itself and implement what it needs to do in order to limit Hezbollah? Will we do the same thing with Iran? Of course, the distances are bigger and the stakes are higher, but this is, you blink and you miss half a century of important events over the last week in the Middle East. I think, judging by how coordinated Israel and the US have been since and before June 13, I think that if this is what President Trump wants, and obviously he wants it, then I think that is what's going to happen, at least first on. And I don't think that Israel will be perceived as someone who defies the direct wishes of the US president, especially not after the US strike on the nuclear facilities in Iran. So I think it'll get an honest support from Israel. I don't know how well the Iranians will support it. And I think that this is still unfinished business. There is still unfinished business between Israel and Iran. This is a big, life-changing, once-in-a-lifetime moment for the state of Israel against the Islamic Republic. And I think it's far from over.